What it is. That's going to be happening. We're reamping tonight. So we got some audio tracks that we're running through a bunch of processors, and then it's coming back in right here. So we're reamping. I dare anyone to guess what song it is. So I already laid down a Marshall 77 master volume clean track. Now I'm running the GSP 2101 tube amp processor. And I'll probably do one more clean track on top of that, though I don't know if I'll use all three. But I like to have some options. Alright, let's see what these two amps mixed together sound like. Now, my setup in here is, we got my DI tracks recorded to Reaper. I'm outputting my DI tracks through my audio box, which is right here. So then the output from the audio box comes up, goes into my ART reamp box. Then the output from the reamp box comes down into my Digitech RP500, which is my amp modeler. And then from the 500, it's got a USB interface built in, and I am recording back to Reaper from my 500. I can re-record that one DI track multiple times through multiple amps and get a rich layered sound. And that's what we're doing tonight. So I'm sitting here in the def cage, just listening to the same guitar tracks over and over and over. Alright, so I think I'll go into a little bit more detail. The next step, I'm going to record all the way through and just let you see everything that I'm doing. I'm now working on this track right here, this guitar DI1, which is my distorted guitar track, which by itself just sounds like this. And the only thing I got on there is a little saturation. Now, while I was recording, I had this virtual amp and this cabinet emulator on there, which made it sound like this. Which don't sound that bad. I think I'm going to use that as part of my mix, but I'm going to use a proper amp as well. So let's turn that off. Now we got this track soloed. Now we go here to our inputs. We send the output to the audio box right there, which is hooked to the reamp box, which is then hooked to the RP500. Alright, so now audio is going through, and you'll be able to hear playback through my amplifier. But I'm still on the jump panel amp that I was using to record the clean DI. So I have X-Edit up here. I'm probably going to use this JCM 2000 because it sounded good when I was kind of tracking the DIs, and I want to use it in my mix now. It sounds like this. Not bad. So I'm going to loop this section right here. So I got a little something to listen to, and I can just play with the amp while this is playing. So let's turn on some overdrive. Little delay. Let's try compression. Let's try compression through my wrap compressor. That squeezes it a little tighter. going to try it that way. Alright, let's stop it. I think I'm going to try it with the compressor set to the high compression channel. I don't think I'm going to do anything else in here. I don't want the compressor, I don't want any wah. I might try it with a different cabinet. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with the British. I'm not a fan of super high gain. I don't like to crunch it too much, which is why I'm hesitating on the compressor, because I want to keep as much of the dynamics as possible in the track. But I think it sounds better with the compressor. So now we're going to remove our selection here. Let's go down and arm the track we're going to record to. We're going to do multiple amps of the same one. The first one here is going to be this JCM 2000. And we're going to do 2 recordings. We've got a left DI and a right DI, which is just 2 separate recordings. They don't sync up perfectly, so that's where you get that little bit of fullness. Left DI goes to the left track, right DI goes to the right track, but they're running through the same amp. I panned it 100% by default, but I really usually only run it about 88–90%. Because I want a little bit of crosstalk. I don't want complete stereo panning, so you can hear the left amp in the right speaker and vice versa, and then you get that blending of the sounds. We got this armed. We're gonna hit record. And now we just wait. I usually record the whole song in one go, so from here all the way through to the end. I'll just let it go. And then I'm just sitting here. Exciting. Now see, this kind of worries me here, because this, when I normalize this track, you see how full it got? And when I normalize these tracks, it didn't get as full. I might have to stop this recording if this next section does not sound as loud as the one I just recorded. But since I got the compressor on, it might fix it. Let's see. It is. It's fine. The compressor's fixing all the little fluctuations. I know James doesn't play it like that. If y'all know what song this is, I know he doesn't play it like that, but I had to add my own little spin on it. Should have really faded that out. I can fix it later on, but I'm going to fix it right now on these subsequent tracks, because I should have faded that out. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, that way the amp doesn't click like that when it loses signal. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. That's what we're doing. Just thought I'd go into detail. Maybe make a little video out of that. Anyway, thanks for checking out this little tiny vlog. As always, have a good one. Solidarity.